Hi, you're listening to an episode of NTD, a podcast by Dixon and Dodger.
To say.
I don't know. I don't know what I want to say.
You don't know what you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Say something.
I'm giving
I thought you said I'm
Do
the
you
one
know
that
that
used to flaunt, man.
Flaunt. How many times have I sung in
Yes,
this podcast?
I don't know. But you're singing now.
Because it was a joke I was trying to crack.
So me, when I'm singing, I'm not trying to crack.
No,
What am I trying to do?
you're trying to show off. That's what you're always doing.
I've re-listened to all our episodes. I have not even heard myself like really sing.
Should I count it?
Sing
Should
well.
I?
Like,
Should I count it for
you
you?
want to count me? Yeah.
Should I help you?
That
No, that one was a clear joke. Both
Of
of
course.
us were laughing together.
So okay, wait. It's not a joke because you are not laughing.
The point is that like,
Literally.
this one was a joke. Like I was trying cracking a joke.
Are you explaining yourself?
I'm just saying that all the times you used to sing. It's not every time that it's just,
You are in my heart. You are in my heart.
No,
still.
like we are having we're in the middle of a serious conversation and you're trying to explain something.
Like it's music now. Like music can just be events. Like it's just the same way you use the music. We're not cracking a joke. We're like using the music to express something.
Okay.
Like, but we're not using the music to express something. I think you should say something.
Okay.
And you're like, I'm giving. You understand? And you sang better than I did there.
Oh, please. Let's not have that conversation today.
Anyway, well, those barrels look nice.
Focus.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Speaking of focus, mirror on the wall.
Who's the fairest of them all?
Who's the fairest?
Snow White.
Wait, you still maintain that it's Snow White?
It's Snow White now. Who is fairest?
Speaking of Snow White, I'm for real. Like, I actually thought that Snow White was white.
I agree with you.
Why?
I mean, I thought
Why?
that her, like, when I think of Snow White, I think of shining white, like
glistening white,
something
like
like that.
angel type of white.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Why you now making me feel weird?
I don't
The other
make-
time when I
I just-
asked you,
I just said that she was white, as in she was not black. Do you understand?
she couldn't have been black.
Exactly. And I also said that maybe her surname was white.
Okay.
So she was Snow. Her first name is Snow, and then her surname is White, like Snow.
But Rapunzel did not do surname.
Rapunzel had a surname.
Cinderella did not do surname.
Cinderella's surname is Prince.
Barbie did not do surname.
Prince Waiting.
Prince Charming.
That is the Prince Charming.
He is the Prince Charming Cinderella.
No, like he had a name.
He had a name.
Yes, he had an actual name.
You would know. You
I
were the
can't
one that
remember
just
now,
came out
though.
from the office.
Yeah, thank you. I can't remember now, too, but I know he had a name. But then Rapunzel's name is Eugene because her husband's name.
Eugene.
Yes, it's Eugene.
Eugene.
She got married to a Eugene now. That guy,
What?
yes.
His name was Eugene.
Yes.
I don't
Please
recall
later you
him.
check it out. Me, I know that. It was Eugene.
Okay, you would know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what brought us there was mirror, Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have this observation that art tends to imitate life, and I thought that it was something interesting to talk to you about, right? And I mean, and that was because, like, as I kept, our podcast is really about how literature impacts the culture and how the culture impacts literature and all that. So I feel like that'd be good to talk about because for a while I have seen like artists come and go, like both musicians, creators, generally book writers, like authors, come and go, and I have seen some of them evolve, and I have seen people criticize their evolution. I have also seen some of them not evolve, right? And I've seen people criticize their non-evolution just because like they stayed the same. I have seen people criticize people switching up, and all of that. So I mean, even people that attempt to do something that is beyond them. And I think when we speak about it, we'll get to the bottom of it. It's like you cannot be more mature than your art cannot be more mature than you actually. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking about your little brother and what something that he will probably draw. I have not seen any. Can your brother draw?
You know what just came to my mind now?
What goes in mind?
I'll show you the video after I do it.
He can draw better than I think.
No, he can't. He actually can't. It's very terrible.
But yeah, and I mean, your art cannot be more mature than you. So, you want to say something?
I also right.
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like,
And I'm not talking in terms of like only skill level, low. But go on.
I feel like when you're talking about art, what do you mean now?
I'm not just talking about fine art, though.
I get that definitely.
There's everything that comes as a result of your creativity. That's what
So
I mean
we're
by
talking
art.
about like
Movies, music,
Movies,
books, literature, sculpture,
okay, you know what's coming to my mind
fashion,
now? You know how it is that
photography.
let me give a very simple example.
Mm.
Let's say you know someone that you think is not a very mature person,
Mhm.
right? And you know this person is, should I say, small-minded, right?
Etok syndrome.
The person does not used to think beyond the
Mhm.
place that is standing inside the box.
Hey,
You
God,
understand?
don't.
Like I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm trying to like make you understand what I'm saying. So and this person writes something that is really, really, really
Mm-hmm.
insanely mature.
Yeah.
I think I'm saying this one from experience because there are some people in my class that I did not read in secondary school.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't read them because I felt like
They were dumb. They were
No,
idiots.
no,
They were
no,
incapable
that's
of intelligence.
I don't mean now. I just don't read, like there are not people that I would like to talk to. Like I like to have around as friends.
Did they write you a love letter?
No, they did not write anything for me.
Okay, they wrote it to your friend. Okay.
It's not. I'm not even talking about guys in this scenario now. I'm talking
really?
about fellow girls. And then I read something that they write. I'm like, You know how it is that you read someone's writing and like you're surprised and amazed at how the person can think this way or think to a certain level. You get. So when I saw their writing, saw something that they wrote, I'm just like, wow, maybe this person is not as immature as I thought. Or I don't know if it's just me and my wrong thinking. But I was just like, maybe this person is not immature as I thought. This person to write something like this, that means,
There are parts of the person that remains to be seen by you.
Yeah.
Or that they are,
or maybe
we're neglecting something.
I'm just being, they are not as immature as I think that they are. Because I used to think a lot of people in my class were immature.
You were very mature. Oh, I see.
So it's certain level like this. I'm not even bragging. I know.
So I like where you're going with this because it reminds me of the time in primary school when we used to take handwriting. I don't know if you did the course handwriting in school. The guy with the worst handwriting scored the highest in handwriting. In fact, at the time, because usually in handwriting nobody scored 10. Like, I mean, your handwriting was so perfect. So why you learn handwriting? But this guy scored 10 at the time. But his real handwriting, like his handwriting was chicken scratch. Like, when the chicken is scratching the ground. In fact, that's not even my verbiage. That's what the class teacher used to. He was looked down on actually. And another thing he did really good was fine arts, right? He was always the best, like with drawing and all of that. And even though someone like me, my handwriting was good. Like my handwriting was, I had one of the best handwriting in the class. The teacher had me and one of my friends write on the board sometimes when she was tired or when she did not want to write on the board. But we did not, the highest we would score on handwriting was like 8 or 9, right? That's over 10 now. And for somebody like that, people have tendency to look down on them, especially at developmental stages where, people can always look down on people. People can just look down on that side. And it begs an interesting question. Who do we really like? What do we like? Is it the artist or is it the art? Do you get? So when we look at Chimamanda, like remove her brand and conversations like this reveal to us that beyond the person's writing, PR plays a lot of roles in making us like the person. Like, who do we really like? Who do we really dislike?
And I feel like there are rare cases where it is that you like the art and you like the artist.
Come again, I didn't get that.
Where you like both the art and the artist.
Okay.
As in
Such my mother is a rarity.
exclusive to each other.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
you like
following
the
that.
art. And you don't like the artist because of the art. I mean, there's that. But like, you also
Is
like...
that possible?
Hold on now.
Okay.
You also like the artist as a person, separate from the person's art. You like the artist, right? I think it happens for me in like Nigerian movie actors and actresses.
Okay.
Right, where it is that, okay, I see someone in a particular film and I'm like, this person seems nice. And then maybe I like the person acted in the movie. And then I go to kind of check out the person's Instagram page or social media or something. And then I'm just like,
Okay.
what's happening here? Please shift my front. Or where it is that I go to the person's page and I like the way the person
presents
themselves on the page, or how the person is online, or although I know that, okay, this might not be the real person, but it's just like how you are on social media. This is the best that I can know of you, and I like it. You get right? But there are certain people where it is that, okay, I just like this person because I like the person's art.
Okay.
Do you get
AEO, for example? But I don't want to make so many assumptions.
But you have already said
I say I'll not make so many assumptions.
fine. Wait, is that okay?
A lot of those guys
If
used to have
you
faces.
separate the artist,
How good.
allow me now.
I know they hold
If you
you.
separate the art from the artist, I don't know if I like this person. That's like what I'm saying. I don't know if I like this person. But there's also the, you know. Wait.
Of course,
Let me not confuse
you
myself.
could not have pretended like that this conversation was too deep for you.
No. Wait.
You could not have pretended.
There
I'm
are
listening.
three. There's category where I like this person, irrespective of the art. Right? It can be that, okay, this person is a very rubbish actor. Right?
Okay.
I shall just like the person, like in real life. Right? Then there's the case where I like the person because of the art. Do you get? Like, I like the person because of the way he acts. I now like him, and I now try to now like him in real life because of his art.
Yeah.
Right? Then there's the case where it's just the
You
art that I like.
Okay.
I don't like the person.
We count the three categories.
There's one where it is that I like the person, the artist.
Okay.
Do you understand? Irrespective of how the art
Of the
is.
artist. Okay.
Then there's one.
Punchline. The artist. Keep going, please.
Then there's
Well, that was good.
yeah. And then there's one where I like the artist because of the art.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like, if you separate the both of them,
Yeah, you wouldn't like
I
either.
right?
Then the
Then
third
there's
category
one where it's just the art that I like.
that you like.
I don't like the artist. I don't know who you are. I don't want to know. I just like.
I think we'll delve deeper. Like, we'll take like different areas of art, literature, and talk about that. But then I want to point out, with respect to your question, that when I say maturity, I'm not saying maturity as in personal maturity. Like, even though I'm talking about maturity of the artist, I mean maturity of the artist with respect to his art. I don't know, because the example you gave, pointed out that you may have thought that what I was talking about was like,
How the person is.
yeah, how the person is, how he behaves, how, the person's life together. I mean, even though the person is somebody who of advanced intelligence, do you understand? I'm not just talking about them as people. Like, when I'm talking about the maturity of the artist, I'm talking about the maturity of the artist with respect to his art. Like, if you see somebody who paints and stuff, or somebody who writes, since writing was an example of what we're doing, or even a musician, right? We'll explore some of this category shortly. It's when I say their maturity, that is and this is, it is deep actually. There is a difference between proficiency at something and experience.
Okay.
It's experience that accounts for maturity. The difference is like, if you want somebody to fly, maybe you have a private jet, or the one I'm planning to get for you, and you want somebody to fly you from like Nigeria to the Bahamas. and you want to hire someone, who would you hire between, somebody who's fresh out of aviation school, that is who has, came out from like the best, aviation, school, right? Versus somebody who has flown for like 20 years.
I'm just not for 20 years.
Why?
Obviously.
Because he has experience.
Yeah, sure that you will not crash on it.
Yeah, sure, right. So you see that even though there is competence, there's skill level, and that's why I was trying to tell you that maturity, like when I meant maturity, I wasn't just talking about the person's skill level with respect to stuff. I was talking about the experience the person has garnered, like no matter how young.
Around that.
Yes,
art.
around that
Okay.
that art. So and that the truth is that you cannot go beyond that. You can't go beyond that as when it's time to express it to the world. You cannot go beyond that. Like there's a ceiling. That is your ceiling. So even no matter how much skill you have, right? You read some people that this person good though. Like this person is good at everything, but you see that the person doesn't have that experience. The person doesn't have that control, right? And I just want to contextualize that I'm not just talking about that. Like I'm not talking about the person's skill level. And so to answer your question, it really is that you perhaps have not considered that they are actually good at that art. It's probably a thing of negligence. Like that's the side of them that they rate them because they rate them because the side of you're considering the person in the light of his personality or in the light of his behavior or conduct, like in classroom business. Which, the reason why I brought in the story of Felix. I called his name. Of my guy back in primary school was because in the same way people know Ritam, right? Because this is somebody who wasn't really advanced with. I mean, his English his English wasn't very fluent, right? In primary school, some of us we were taking phonetics class, right? But he was really poor in pronunciation. Do you get? I was poor too. All our own English had the template inside. But people know Ritam. Do you get? But that was his place where he shone. Do you get? That was the place where, and if you look at that part, if you look at him in the context of his art, right? Like if you see him in the light of his art, you can see the experience that he has. You can see the skill that he has also, right? And so, I mean, in all of this, you can clearly see that even though it's a hypothesis, the hypothesis that it's a musing that actually is what this podcast episode is based on. You can see how, life reflects art and art like reflects, you get life. And I think we should explore the three categories you pointed out. I've met people who say they don't like Burna Boy as a person. Do you like Burna Boy?
I don't like him as a person, so.
Wait, like, is he like, okay, go on.
I don't know, let me try to fit him in that my category.
Yeah.
I think he goes without the art, I don't.
You will not have business.
I don't know. I just like art. I like some of his art actually. I mean, like there are a few of his music that I know that okay, I like. Yeah, but I don't know about him. He's not someone I would like to go and follow on IG.
Okay. Oh, you don't follow him on IG currently?
He's not someone I would like to be seeing his tweets in my face or something. Just.
But you see, and here's the catch. Some of those people are people that if they tweet, some of them more, like you don't think because of their on-screen brand, for example, because the way they are in the way we think they are, the way we have been conditioned to think they are.
Of course, now we'll know them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I don't have problems with that. I'm just saying that we can see them. For example, it goes you if portable. If something like calm down, now you laughing. It's not like portable, sweet, solid stuff where the intellectual, where the most person, or I didn't want to switch, I didn't want to switch categories because I want to like look at music, but I was like something like in comedy, like Lahi Wasabi or Lasisi Elenu. Do you think fit them in your category, like in your triad?
Lahi is
Mr. Richard.
The artist and the arts together. I like the artist because of the arts.
Oh, you like the artist because of the art? Are you?
Yeah.
But do you like the? I think the thing with your category is like that it removes the fact that you can also like the art because of the artist. No, your one is like you like the artist because of the art. You get?
Yeah, I get that.
Your categorization does not
Okay, doesn't
make
include
room
all-
for
yeah.
the fact that you can like the artist because of the art,
Okay.
or you can like the art because of the artist. Do you get the other way
Okay,
around?
yeah. So I think for like I think I like him.
So are we seeing that this conversation is actually much more
I like the
requiring
artist because
of what the art is.
of the because of the art. Actually, I think I like the artist and the art.
Okay.
I like the artist because of the art, and I like the I don't know like I don't know like before the art.
Of course.
So I like the artist because of the art.
But there's none of these guys that you knew before the art. What do you think about Lasisi Eleno?
I don't know.
Like I'm calling some guys that
I just
are
like the
generation
art.
of. You just like the art?
Yeah.
Okay. What about like let me call some from older generation like Basket Mouth?
I don't know. The thing is that right. What I feel or how I look, how I approach it is if it's that I'll say I like the artist, is that your art to make me want to know more about you. Like say if I say I like the artist because of the art, that's because of the art, I would like to know more about the artist or just try to know the artist apart from the art. Do you get
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, but like if you that okay, just I've not bothered trying
to check you out since
check you out
I saw your
since
art.
I've seen your art. It's just
Means
like
I'm
just
satisfied.
probably it's just the art I like. Yeah.
Okay, let me use this one as a segue into another like niche. What about Folarin Falana? Faust the bad guy. What do you think? And especially because he is in many of these niches already.
I like him in all the niches that he
okay.
Right? Like I think he sings well. I think he acts well too.
He does comedy too. Like he started out doing comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that too. But I don't know about him.
But you're not following like the
apart from the whole time of
the answers, the activities.
The what was this thing that just happened? Election.
Okay.
Right, and all of that. I don't really know him aside that because he was in all of our faces then.
Yeah, he was
faces,
an activist.
You get?
Yeah.
I
what
had
do
no
you
other
think
choice
about that?
but to sing. Oh yeah, I like that too now.
Like so, wait, you're saying that none of the stuff that you watched about him, like following your criteria now, made you to want to go explore the person's life. Well, so who is one person that you saw their stuff and then because you saw their stuff?
That one mostly happens for like actors and actresses.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's do movies now. So
okay.
Ramsey Noah.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I mean, why though? RMV.
Obviously.
Obviously, I don't know how obvious.
Okay,
what are you telling me? Obviously.
This is how I'm actually looking at this thing now.
Okay.
The people that I follow on IG.
Yeah.
You know how it is that you watch someone in a movie and like I have to follow the person. I mean, I want to know anything about.
So why RMZ and not Ramsey Noah?
Because I was not moved to go and check him out. Do you understand? To have
So
him.
why were you going to go and check RMZ out? That man is like old enough to be your
Because he's a
grandfather.
very good actor now. Like I
And
like
Ramsey
his
Noah is
art.
not.
I've not seen Ramsey Noah as much as I've seen R&D.
Okay.
That's me. Now I think I can count like only 3 Ramsey Noah movies I've seen. But I've seen R&D very well. So I'm like, I like your art. Let me check you out as a person. Who else have I done this for?
Mm.
There are quite a lot actually for actors and actresses.
Yeah, name them. Like just name like two each.
There's
Okay, you find her very interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
Besides her art.
Besides her art. Jemima Osundi.
Oh, you like Jemima?
Yes.
How about Temi Otedola?
I don't even. Yeah, I like Temi Otedola. Like this.
Okay, so you like
this one
her.
is besides,
So because you like her, you now like her stuff.
Yes, that one is in that category where I like the artist. I like the art because of the artist.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yeah. And who else again? People I follow very well on Instagram. Jemima Osundi, Adesua, you know, Banky.
Wait, you like Banky? Wait. This one feels like the reason why you like Banky it's because you like Adesua. Whoa!
We can say that.
So wait. The reason why you like Adesua is because you like her art.
Yeah.
So you like Banky because of Adesua's art.
You're the one that
Jesus
said
Christ!
you're the one that said she's his brand, no.
What?
I'm not the one that said it.
Said what?
Yeah, this one is Banky's brand.
No, I'm saying I said she's part of his brand.
Okay, she's part.
You know, the conversation you're making us want to debate now. Like the conversation we're having was in context. Now people see me and try to bite my head off. If I don't defend myself.
Okay.
You guys were making a case for another guy who I don't want to mention his name. You guys were making a case for why the guy does not post his wife on his IG.
Okay.
And I was saying that, you know, he may be a lover boy, but, you know, proof of lover boy is not that you are posting your, you know, posting your family or especially your spouse. You know, like, for example, in recent times, Kiss Daniel has been posting a lot of his spouse. And in fact, he even used her to make a song and all of that. But that's not something he has done for a long time. Do you understand? But, you know, he may love her and they mutually understand that, okay, I don't have to put you out there so much. And because the guy in question is somebody that's very, very handsome, you guys felt like the guy is a playboy. That's why he does not post his spouse a lot.
I'll decide not to.
You're about to decapitate me now. You're about to make people decapitate me. So I'm defending myself.
Okay.
So, I mean, you guys now brought up Banky W. I was like, why then does Banky W post a lot? So I'm like, she is part of his brand. It's just the way Chef Choma, although she's her own person, was her own person before Davido. But he and she are part of each other's brand now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So in the same way, Banky is part, Susu is part of Banky's brand. But that should not give you, Banky is a man of his own.
Well, you're the one that actually said this thing.
I gave it to you for you to say.
I just said I like Banky.
But I'm saying, I gave it to you to deny or agree.
I like him.
What does that mean?
Simple. That's any day.
What does that mean? With everybody else, it wasn't simple. What does that mean?
I like Banky W as a person.
Okay.
Aside his art. Yes.
So wait, you don't like his art?
I don't know if I do. I've not heard enough of it.
Wait, you've not heard enough of what have you heard from Banky? But have you not seen him in movies? So I think he's an actor.
I've seen like 2 movies.
Which and which? And he didn't do a great job enough. I think it's because you knew him before you saw him
before
in
he
movies.
started acting actually, yeah.
So what did you like about him when you first encountered him?
I don't know. Because I don't know plenty Bankys. I don't know plenty of his songs.
Would
you be
like my lover?
You're singing again.
No. What? This girl, my goodness.
I
can't
sing. I was waiting for you.
What is your problem? Like,
waiting.
you guys, goodness, thinks that Anaka is fine.
You don't disagree now. Like,
okay, it's true.
Guys,
they say the woman is Lord. The man is the boy.
Please. So I was saying that I like him.
Yeah.
Right now, I cannot say I like him because of his songs. I like him because of his movies. I just like him.
Okay.
Yeah. This person. Who else again?
Who else again?
Yeah, I think that's it for movies. There are more than that right now, but I can't remember them at the top of my head.
I think we should go to books now. Although I think we touched a little on it when we talked about Chimamanda. Let's talk about somebody else. You read The Death of Vivek Oji?
Nope.
But you said that
I have it on
about Freshwater.
Shelf, but
how about what's another book?
I don't know if you noticed, but I've not read any of Akuke's books.
Yes, you've not, and this is very ironic for somebody who we want to explore shortly, like we want to explore in the coming episodes.
I don't know I'll fix that, but I don't know why.
I haven't either, but I mean, I hear she's a very, very, she's a very, very close rival. Now, people are putting her on that pedestal anyway.
My sister disagrees highly.
Of course, I think that it's a classic case of what we're talking about. Who do you like, the artist or the art? And people cannot differentiate that notion when it has to do with, do we have differences in our perspectives? That is, for example, we are in the age of the LGBTQ. I mean, do I get the LGBTQ? Or
Anyhow, all the letters are
LGBTQ. All due respect to you guys out there. Because you're humans too. So there may be varying perspectives, or people that hold the perspective are anti people who are largely religious, because they feel like people who are very religious like have opposite views to them. So there's the tendency for either parties to dislike the artist just because me and you, we don't hold the same ideologies. Is the same way for
this one is even a thing that happens like in normal human life.
In normal human,
Yes.
I know interaction,
Yes.
but I'm saying that when you're now talking about literary appreciation, which is the context of what we're talking about, the case of whether Akweke can go toe to toe with Chimamanda, right, is something that people will largely disagree with or agree with, based off of if they can differentiate the artist from the art, because we know largely that Chimamanda is a stronger brand. Chimamanda is a stronger brand than Akweke, right?
No.
And people are bound to like her because she is Chimamanda.
From when I get this, right? Like from
And I'm saying that in response to your sister strongly disagreeing.
the perspective she came from, right, was how did she put? She said something. I can't remember how she put it now. And when she listens, I know she'll be itching to want to
defend herself.
I'm sorry, you can't. So
The
I think she
muse.
said something about somebody. She said Akweke is a good. I think she said storyteller,
But not a good writer.
not a good writer. But she said, okay, I think she said compared to
After people say I'm
compared
deep.
to
Which one is that
calm
one?
down.
Hey.
Calm down. You're
You people should be a
you're
hearing.
able to pack in your category.
I am not worried about being deep.
Listen to me
Our Lord
now.
Jesus
Why
Christ
you always
was
start
deep.
talking about it?
I'm just saying to point that you people are being
You
hypocritical.
are deep. Simple.
Why you people are being hypocritical when
Let's-
you do not acknowledge that you
Moving
are deep
on.
too?
I said that.
Why are you
she was saying
dodging?
that compared
Why
to
you dodge?
Chimamanda, right?
Okay.
Because according to her, Chimamanda is a good storyteller and a good writer.
Okay.
So she said that compared to, like, we can't be putting them on the same table because, like, she's a good storyteller, quite alright, but she's not as good a writer as Chimamanda. I don't know if it's the opposite or sha, but from her point of view, one of those two elements is missing from Akweke, and that's why I can't compare to someone that's, good on both ends. That's what she said. But then
I think that's an interesting perspective, and I would buy if she's right. I would buy because I've read some good storytellers who are not good writers, and I think usually the problem there is not even because, to be honest, people edit for Chimamanda. There's this mistake for people to think that Chimamanda sat down.
yeah, this for her now, but she writes
down.
well.
Calm down. Your blood is hot.
Okay.
Your blood is hot. People edit for her like that. The work that comes out and you see just Chimamanda and Ngozi Adichie.
Of course, now people edit for Akweke too. People edit for people that you think are not good writers. Do you understand? So it shows that what they give to the editors, right?
No. It's not what you give to the editors. It is the quality of the editors. And who among the two of them do you think would work with a better editor? The person has a stronger brand now. But away from that, I'm just trying to say that I have read people that are good storytellers, and the writing was bad. The writing was subpar, not totally bad anyway. And this can hold water if it is true, because I haven't read Akweke yet. I mean, we're looking to read her in view of the coming episode. And if this is the case, then I want to put. I don't know how much you know about these two people, but we're talking rivalry, and it's easier to pick one because of I like the artist that over the art. Wole Soyinka and Chinua Achebe.
I don't know.
Wait, have you even read any Chinua Achebe?
That's the question. Okay, I think I read Arrow of God. I've read mention his popular books.
Things Fall Apart.
Okay, I've read Things Fall Apart.
I've read Man of People.
No, I think I've read just those two.
Okay, which have you read? Things Fall Apart.
Arrow of God and Things Fall Apart.
Have you read any Soyinka?
That's where the issue is.
Okay, but I mean, we've interacted with him a lot as a person because he's a political figure and all that.
I don't really, this enter my eye. I just know he's a man that has fine hair.
And you have a thing for hair, I noticed. So, does that make you like him? Or
I don't
that's
know.
the reason why you like Wale Ojo? It's not because of his hair.
No, what's this?
There's a straight line from Wale
There's
Ojo.
no straight line.
Wale Ojo, rather.
The line is not straight because
Wole Soyinka.
I don't know much about Wole Soyinka actually. I'm just very honest. I just know him as someone that they say is a profound writer.
That's somebody else that I'm profound. They know the lie when they say profound. The guys, not profound as in not just ideas, like the guy's words. I don't know. Writing is for aliens.
Stop.
now only aliens when they
Him
read
and his
them.
gang.
Chino Achebe was like that when I was much younger, but I think as I grew and I read him, I think I understood, But
I didn't
up
think
till now,
I didn't think I understand him, like, based on the kind of person that I heard he was.
okay.
So I read Arrow of God, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. Like, I mean, I've read it straight to the end and I understood what he was trying to say.
Mhm.
Like, I forget it more.
Some of these guys, their writing was for millennials, not for Gen Zs like us,
Yeah,
like
I get
impatient.
it.
And but that notwithstanding, Shoyinka's writing, I know it's Holy Spirit that can read that guy. And I'm saying this, I'm just saying.
He wrote for people in the 40s.
People,
40s and
we said
50s.
this in the other episode that aired, one of those episodes in the past. People will say classics. People will judge something as classic. And let me add one more to it. People judge something as classic because it's hard. It's hard to interact with. Please, people should stop that.
Who is the guy that writes poems? Who wrote Shoyinka?
All three of them wrote
Yeah.
poems, but this guy wrote more poems. Achebe wrote more poems. Yeah. But Chima, the only thing this guy did not write, Achebe did not write plays, but Shoyinka wrote more plays, right? Before we get down to, I think we should deal with the case of evolution, but I wanted to also X-ray podcast and podcasters in this category of the art and
These are
and
the
the
catch
artist.
me.
Yeah, they'll catch you because I know people listen to NTD, a podcast by Dixon and Doja, because of
Because they
Doja.
like Dixon and Doja.
Because they like Doja.
Stop that. Because they like Dixon and Doja. Well, let me see.
Because they like Dixon and Doja. Why do you guys listen to
As they
NTD?
put it on the radar.
Yeah, I think I'll tweet it now. Where's my phone?
Pass it to the
I'll tweet it. Why do you guys listen to us?
the artist.
The artist or the art?
The artist and the art. The artist without the art.
Or the artist because of what the art is?
You're not allowed to say
No, like it's the coolest thing you've said since when?
since wow. That's nice. That's nice. Let me judge my own self. Not put myself on the radar.
Yeah.
So then-
Why do you listen? You listen to this podcast, Abby?
Me?
Which podcast? Yeah, this one.
Our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Of course now.
Why do you listen to us?
Because I'm on the podcast.
You see, like, okay, so it's because of the art. The art is
Well, I listen to
Art.
it for all the reasons, right?
okay.
But let me see.
Because you want to hear you tabon.
But I want to know entire.
Okay.
I said what I said. I think I said what I said
Okay.
because of the art.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Or you just like Jola and FK?
I like Jonah FK, but I did not know them before this what do you call it? And I'm not silly. Oh, I'm following Jonah. Oh, I'm following FK. I don't know if I
Okay.
like them as people. I like
Them as people that host I said what I said.
yes, exactly. Yeah, and if it's for OJ as a podcast, I just like Bella.
Okay.
I like Bella. That's why I'm there. I'm obsessed. I like Bella, and this one I know it's like, I mean, I figured her out because of the podcast though. But
Okay.
when I found her as a person, I realized that I'm not liking this person because of
Were
that.
we done talking about artists? Or we just only looked at Burna Boy?
We
Why do you like AEO? No, I don't want to go back in circles. Let's just keep going. We have more talk.
It's just
I want
to ask
to
him.
know. I want to,
It's A you wanted to ask me.
I
Like,
just-
that's why you're going back. Just
Calm
go
down. Your
straight.
blood is
Go
hotting.
straight.
Your blood is hotting.
Don't go through the corners. Just
Oh,
walk in a straight line.
it's alright.
You know?
The boy will not marry you guys. He will marry
So now you guys-
I just want you to know.
Because
All of you that are waiting on him.
I told you the other day now. I like A because of his art. I don't know if I like him as an
Why you
individual.
people keep blushing when you see him on videos? And when you people...
Who is
It's
so-
fine. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Hey,
going.
dear
You'll be
Lord
fine.
Jesus. Oh God.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah. Who else do I listen to? Podcast. Hack It. Why do I listen to Hack It?
Okay. Why do you listen to Hackett?
The The artist and the art.
Wait, the artist because of the art? The art because of the artist?
The art. Hey.
Okay,
This one is a tough
choke.
one.
He choke. He
The
choke
artist
it.
and the art, the artist and the art,
The art because of the
artist. Yeah. All join. This one is in all the categories.
Ah, I see.
Ah.
All good. So, I mean, I've always been curious. I mean, in all of this, I've always been curious about their evolution. And people have the tendency to, now it is many desires. And the truth is the reason why one must stay true as an artist. You know, by the way, this is different. I'll check that in Open Dictionary. Is it artist? There are people that are artists and there's people that are artists. Did you know that there's difference between artist and artists? I think better. Hey.
Artists are people that like do the sculpture then, Abby?
Yeah, like craftsmen.
Okay.
Artisans, yeah.
All join now. She is not saying.
Yes, all join. Yes, please.
Artisans.
I say yes. I say yes. So I mean, what do you think about the evolution of an artist? And I don't want to overflog this AO thing, so I'll start with Fireboy.
Okay.
But we're going to talk about AO actually.
All right. It's fine.
No, the point is people have various notions about, you know, an artist evolving.
Okay.
People agree that it is good. But people cannot bear the implications of it, because what it means is they will not create the type of art that you was engaging with before, you know. And some people say stay the same. Some people say grow, like do what you want to do. And I'm of the opinion that if you feel like, you know, this person's growth or this person's change, let's call it change, if the person's change is not something that syncs with you, you have to choose whether to stay or leave. Where do you stand on that?
Well, it happened with, this is a very close example, Adekule with HBB.
Okay, yes, that's a very good example.
You know, there was an HBB of...
He is HBB at the moment.
Okay, there was Adekule Good.
Yes, he's still Adekule Good, but
Adekule Good of Ire,
Adekule
Good of... that's Oriente. What's this song about? I can't remember now, but like, there was that Adekule Good that had that kind of hair. And then there was now HBB.
Shadi, I think it's Shadi.
From...
You know I love you.
That's yes. I'm trying to remember this particular song.
Which
about... Hey, the song has something in the song. There's something. I record the music.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I can't remember the name of the song.
I've forgotten the name of the song, but I think I recall.
I remember watching the video 1,000 times. That's why.
First album.
So there was that Adeklego.
Yeah.
And then there's now HBB of Afropop Volume 1, where there's
You're following him closely.
No, you
had a face.
I was a good fan. So like, and when he transitioned, right? I mean, like the transition was very, very...
People call it the transition, but it's fine.
The transition was very, very, like, there was the cuts, like the cuts used to some partition in the wall. This is Adeklego as HBB. But it was just, he just started saying, like, the music was different from what people used to know. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it, right?
Okay.
Because I still liked the music. I still liked his music.
Okay.
But then, I think there are people that were like, Adeklego, you don't have to be what you're not. That's
the thing I want us to explore.
Remain with,
you know, that's what I want us to explore.
The kind of music, you don't have to try to be like the other. And I'm just like, it's not as if what he's creating now is bad music. Like, do you get? It's not terrible. If it was terrible, now okay, actually, HB are singing nonsense. Okay. Go focus, right?
Yeah.
But then it was not bad. Like, it came and then it was still good. A lot of people still.
Do you think he still makes good music?
Yeah, I do.
Are you still a fan?
I don't. I think the last my team was Afropop Volume 1.
Okay, so why did you stop though?
I don't know. His music just...
It's not relatable to you anymore. What is it? The sound, the content?
I can't remember now. But it's not just... Yeah, not just been entering my face.
Faust just dropped his EP before the feast. Dropped his EP before the feast. And interestingly, Simi dropped her project. So we didn't know it was a full project. But she just dropped a full project, and Faust is featured on the project. Yeah. On the track called Borrow Me Your Baby. Yeah. And he also features the husband, Adekunle Gold, and Simi are married, of course. And on the title called Who Dey Pay or Who Go Pay. You know, I think it's a satire. And Adekunle's flow on that song his verse on that song. In fact, he actually killed False on the song. If you ask me who was the best verse on the song, it's like, is it Tani also? You've seen the challenge on Instagram now.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard it too.
They will do Tani also, that they'll clap. See that thing. I'll probably play it for you after. Like, and I'm saying that his sound as AGB, people said that thing, but when I heard people make consistent comments on it, I feel like the evolution was for the better.
Yeah.
I feel like the evolution was for the better.
Because if you ask me, I would say that his songs used to sound like.
Okay.
Like
that's what I was worried for Ashake.
Like if
I was worried for Ashake that he would be like that.
Like if you hear Adekele Good,
yeah,
you know that it's the one. It's not like it was a bad thing, but it was just revolving around a particular circle.
The problem though,
particular beats.
The problem though is that if the person is sounding alike, or should I say, do you know if Adekunle Gold remained the way he was, he will not have a lot of audience. Is the challenge with? Do you notice that Johnny Drill is slowly becoming that way? It's slowly becoming that where he wants his music mainstream, because Johnny Drill came before Ira Star.
Yeah.
Ira Star has 20 times the followers Johnny Drill has. If you just look at their YouTube, Johnny Drill doesn't have. If he does now, it's a little over 100,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Ira Star has in the millions, or it's just clocked 1 million. It's because people like the way Johnny Drill is. People like Johnny Drill. People like his art because they like him. Do you understand? No, he makes good music. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Do you understand? He makes, and I love him. I love the way his brand is. But I'm saying that what we see as evolution sometimes is a compromise that you make in order for a wider audience to, access your art, which is what even Sia wants to be heard, even though she doesn't want to be seen. Like, even though she doesn't want to see her.
Yeah.
So, she wants to be heard. So, the artist always wants to, besides the personal growth, the evolution and all. When people talked about AGBaby like that, like I like him more, and I think he came with the AGBaby is your baby, that song.
Yeah. The AGBaby song.
The AGBaby song. Do you know people even loved him more also, interestingly, because of it?
Yeah. Because
of the change, yeah.
I feel like I started seeing him. It felt like a rebranding to me. His hair, everything felt like a rebranding. Well.
And so, what would you do? You stay or you would leave?
If I still like what you're doing, then I'll stay. If I don't, I'll leave.
Okay, and good for you. You have a metric for deciding what you liked to begin with. If it was the artist, was the art. Is there anybody that you're following now? You don't like his stuff, but you liked him because it was him, or you liked her because it was her, but you just follow them because they are them. Just what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Anybody you follow like that?
I can't remember at the top of my head now.
So I said we'll talk Fireboy before we talk AU. So what are you thinking?
I think
let me talk about how Fireboy's project is coming soon, by the way.
Are you shouting?
Nah, you gotta be excited.
Why are you shouting?
You gotta be excited.
Why are you shouting?
No.
Wait.
Fireboy's fourth studio album is on the way.
If it's me that's doing it for 8 now, there'll be a problem.
Why would there be a problem?
Okay.
You just don't know.
I like that you're saying it now. One day when I come here now,
there's not been a Hexagon came out. I'm the one that brought up the topic that Hexagon came out.
All right.
But me and you had a Fireboy phase. Mine is not a phase. I love the boy, right? But I'm at that point because I feel like his sound is evolving too, right? Playboy sounded very different from the Fireboy not very different. Sonically grown, like he sounded grown, a lot more grown. Like I feel like Playboy is his best quality production. Like if you say the sound production, but if you say the artistry, Laughter, Tears and Goosebumps is always the best.
Always.
And I believe itself is the best debut Afrobeat album like ever.
Best what?
That's the best first album that an artist the best debut of Afrobeat album, because it had no features, and it was just even Tyler that dropped her project very recently. Her first project is called Tyler, and it has a real sound. Or even Ashake that has a unique sound. He needed features to blow his project, but Fireboy didn't, and he had like 6-7 hits on the album. Yeah. So you can't put a cap to that. Anyway, so the boy has evolved. There's somebody made a tweet one time. Okay, somebody made a tweet about a lyric. So he dropped his song, and he said this in a couple of songs. On the Bandana track, he said, "I know the blow trees." Now he was trying to make a comparison. I don't know what the Yoruba, because it was English and Yoruba he mixed, but the line that follows "music chose me," just know this and no peace, or the line that is before "music chose me," he says, "I know the blow trees," and whatever he said next means that it was the music that called to him. So music chose me. Just know this and no peace. Of course, what he meant there is that he doesn't smoke weed. Mm-hmm. In another track, I think it's the Playboy track, he made the same statement that he doesn't blow. He say, I think how he puts it is that I think I've forgotten how he puts it, that he doesn't say he, and I know like Ghana, I like Shayo, I know like Bana or something like that. He says it like that. More Hennessy, like he prefers drinking to smoking. That's what he said. And then, going forward, there's a track that came out. I think it's Yawa de. And the track, he now mentioned that I forgot how he put it, but it insinuated that he has not. He said something about roll up. Say, I don't the smoke Igbo. That's what he said. So somebody, I don't know. See, people out there are yearning for depths. It's not only me. It's not. Somebody tweeted the lyric. Somebody compared it like a before and after of the lyric, right? And even in I think he featured on Charlie Poppy's Elon Musk. There's a song that's Elon Musk, now Tesla Boys, Power Ade Body, and he said, "I puff and pass." Now, you judge these people basically because they are artists in the sense that they like to talk about stuff that they actually participate in. Yeah. They don't want to say stuff that's not real. It's hard for people like this to have ghostwriters. Somebody tweeted it. It's like, say Damola, don't the fagbo. It was really, and I think he even said it on Peru too, that he doesn't blow. So I don't know, maybe the person managing his speech, but I think it was endorsed by him. He retweeted it and said, "But people change."
Oh, wow.
Long story short.
Apart from that, I feel like the guy is a really good. I don't know if he's one that writes his songs.
Okay, no, he writes his songs. He's a very selfish writer.
Okay.
Why do you think I like him?
For LTG, as I know, and then
Apollo.
Yeah. Which
feels like your favorite album from him?
Apollo.
Yeah, I think you once said Apollo was your favorite album.
I like LTG. I don't know. Yeah,
sure.
But
LTG is Fireboy's best album.
I'm just like it's not just. I think that's what I like Adekunle Gold too, because it's not just to yarn in the song. Like,
okay,
there's depth. Yeah, he was so hard for the word.
Say that again.
But yeah,
I will not flog it.
I like it though.
Yeah,
I like that. Like they take time with their lyrics. Like,
okay.
They put attention. Give attention.
Okay.
English. They give attention to their lyrics. Yeah, nobody that does that.
Incredible stuff. If and a friend of mine were discussing just yesterday, he was talking about Thames. Do you like Thames?
I don't know. I don't listen to her.
Okay, don't listen to her. I don't want people to feel like I'm slandering, but I get why Thames is a big deal, but I'm not yet feeling her. I don't know why it's taking this long. It happened with me. It happened with Fireboy. Fireboy came out in 2019, and it took till 2021 for me to feel him. You get? Rema came out since 2019, and it took till 2023 for me to feel him. Right? So a friend of mine was talking about this also with Thames. She dropped her project Born in the Wild, and he is a big Thames fan, but he he has that same AG baby problem. That problem, like she feels like this is not Thames. And with something similar, like the sound has not changed though. With AO having, the sound has not changed. I think I'm really taking a bet on the boy. I love the boy. I don't know why you make me feel like I don't love the boy. It's impossible. I love the boy more than you do. Just like I'm not. I'm not trying to be homo. But what do you think if he changes or if he grows? I'm asking again. Would you stay? What should your proper response be?
Already, I'm
Would
staying.
you leave? Come on, he has not changed that much.
He
It's just that he started writing more love songs. He was always writing love songs. I told you this thing.
Please.
You were doing undercover. As if I don't know what.
Please.
I don't know what worship to Jesus is. Say me, see, worship to Jesus. You and I are intertwined. Hey.
Listen.
He says that everybody
let's not have this conversation.
It's fine. We're starting to have AO conversation.
Right?
We should not have the
Let's
conversation.
Have this conversation. So, I think I'll
you fill me up. I fill you up.
Allow me now.
It's cool.
Can I speak now?
Bro, I know they won't do now.
Alright. So, I think I'll still stay.
Okay.
Because, first of all, I like the guy's voice. I like his sound. I think it's very unique. Right? So, I feel like although I think it highly depends. I don't think I'll love a person too much listening to what I don't like.
Sorry?
I don't think I'll love a person too much to listen to what I don't like. I mean, there's a part of, this is AO, so I'll now configure my mind that I must like this thing. Right? There's that.
And you cannot even control that, It's like falling in love.
I think you can. I think you can.
Except the person becomes like extremely extreme.
Different.
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't know.
get?
I feel like it highly depends. If he still brings out stuff that I like if he changes, right? If he's evolving and I still like the evolution, then I'll stay. If I don't, pack my legs and pack my bags and go to another place.
So I mean, what about other forms of changes? Now that's not necessarily. I don't want to call it evolving, but it's like switching up or like selling out. Okay. What do you think that? Because for example, now there are people that describe AGs. People describe that phase as a selling out, like as a switching up. Do you think that people should sell out, or do you think they should stay the same?
It's your art, right? And if you feel like you are not,
whatever you say, you have NTD, so
I know.
They will
if you
judge
feel like you're not doing well in a certain way, or if you feel like this one you're doing is no longer working again, or you're not getting the orders that you want, then of course you have the liberty to switch up. Do you get? It's your art. If you feel like people are going to listen to me more if I do this, or I'll do better if I do this, it's your art. You can switch up. Do you get? But then,
so you're not one of those loyalty to the fans type person, loyalty to your audience type person.
Of course, you are considering your audience, because if you switch up and nobody likes you. Oh, wait.
Anyhow, that's like getting a divorce, so But I want you to get the analogy.
You're talking like you get a divorce and then you marry somebody else.
Exactly.
Okay.
I thought.
I feel like for people, you should always consider. Right? There's people that they don't care about their fans, right?
Why did you look at me when you said that? Why did you look at me like that?
Who would I be looking at?
Okay.
There's people that don't care about their fans, right? They just want the numbers. They don't care about people that have been there from the beginning.
Okay.
They don't even know the people that have been there from the beginning.
Okay.
Most time they don't. Right? So, I don't know. I feel like you should consider, because the switch up there's some switch up that are moving from 0 to 100, right? And you expect people to just follow you. I don't know. I don't think you have talked about the fact that it's possible that someone can switch up and then you lose all your you now be singing for yourself and your family.
Your family.
You didn't ask for you and your family members.
But
so I feel like
if you want to do that consideration, because people accuse Drake a lot for doing that. Drake claims to be a rapper. He raps. I love some of his raps, right? But then he's a pop star. takes hip hop, and nobody has problems with it, except that when he can't claim to be a pop star and a rapper, right, and be political about it. When I say political about it, he can be both. Do you understand? But there's that politics. There's that politics that shouldn't be. There's that politics that when you and there are rules in each of these genres, right? There are rules. I don't want to explore that too deeply, but the thing is, even his fans have problems with, because this is the way he creates his albums. Some of them have like over 18 songs, like 18 to 25 songs, and I found that there's a limit. I didn't know when people started having problem with people having much songs on their stuff, but according to people, there's a limit that you get, and the thing is bothering me. People wonder, hey, just puts how many songs does he put on his album again?
By 25 songs, come on.
Because he tries to cater for every audience. He tries to cater for his pop audience.
There's something they say that
rap
Fireboy used to sing, like he puts Adobe on the fire.
Really? What does that even mean?
Like, he should rush, so you can go check his email.
When was that? When was Fireboy?
It was the time of LTG. Like, the show used to be like,
okay,
what if Fireboy be Joe Boy?
Okay.
One of those two people. Their songs be like 2 minutes.
Okay.
You like to hear it before you know the song finish.
It's true.
Let's go and check it.
It's true, but I mean, when you're not trying to cater for, are you recording to go back to go and check your email?
No, let's be quick. Let's do this quickly.
Well, some people there are some artists that it's as if they have beans on fire. They make song 10 minutes.
Let's sit down.
So like DJ Khaled, who makes some of his songs.
All the guys, everybody have their best come.
DJ Khaled. The other one, on the God the track, Jay-Z had like 4 minutes for his verse. But I loved the track anyway. So but when you're not trying to cater for different audiences, there is tendency to be very diplomatic. And your core fans that are listening to you for a particular sound, they will quarrel you. And people have been quarreling Drake for like 4 or 5 years now. That nothing's been the same since nothing was the same. There's a project he dropped. Take Care, nothing was the same. Or like some of his views, some of his strong records. And that leaves me to say the last thing I actually want to say. Which like about the age of coherence. Have you heard about the age of coherence, girl? So I mean, when people start creating stuff, they begin by biting of masters, of people that already are good. And so you will find a tendency for somebody to come out sounding like somebody else. And that's why like some of the best artists are those that it looks like they don't have anybody they are sounding like. Like when Thames came out, she did not sound like anybody. When Ashake came out, there's nobody that he sounds like, right? Or when Olamide came out, he sounded like that Green. I don't know if you know who that Green is. Calm down, no, I'm not making a big deal out of it. I wasn't that Green era. I wasn't really involved in Afro hip hop, but Olamide came out and he sounded like that Green. But over time, you cannot say that you cannot say that. In fact, people are coming out now. In fact, I feel like 80% of the Yoruba artists sound like Olamide. Like his style of rap, he's touched on so many. Like he's evolved very quickly. And what happens is because you are biting off different people, you tend to. I think this age of coherence or coherence generally is really what accounts for that evolution. Is that you have different people you sound like. Apart from the fact that you are in a phase, right? You have different people you sound like. And the age of coherence from like research or from observation, people hypothetically say is that point of maturation where you have your own stuff, like where you sound like you. Right? And I feel like now I'm saying this as antidotes to just the general conversation we're having. I feel like what should matter or how one should go about staying true. Like this is just a hypothetical, recommendation. How one should go about staying true. And Fireboy actually pointed it out. Like it wasn't that he was pointing out directly. He pointed out from his own experience. But I feel like how to stay true to yourself is that you should not release art until you've reached the age of coherence. Which is really that you should allow yourself to experiment. Like, people are so hasty to blow up. So it's like they just want to blow up, and when they're on the front, they are now evolving in front of people. Like, everybody's been fortunate enough to be Justin Bieber or Michael Jackson. You get where you're growing on screen, but or something like Wizkid, right? But even Wizkid, the thing is, you should observe, he did most of his work as a person underground. And Fireboy also, Fireboy talks about the time, he talks a lot about some of the times he used to sing, and people, that stuff wasn't really solid, that people ignored his stuff. And like he said, no, that he's not going to allow anybody to, he's not going to try to beg anybody to sign him and everything until he's done his homework. And he did, and then people now started reaching out to him, and he said that he was waiting for the right partner, right? That's why when Olamide came along, he took Olamide's deal. And the positive of that is that, I mean, we can see what LTG was like. But when you are now evolving, you'll be able to evolve well, and not just switch lanes like some of these guys were talking about, like switch lanes where you don't have core fans, or you don't have somebody that listens to your song, or where you're having identity crisis, right? Because at the end of the day, life, or should I say art, the premise we started on, art will always mirror like your maturity. Now, I think it will now make sense when I say your maturity as an artist. Now, not just your art or maturity person. See, very deep conversation to have, but see you on the next one, guys.